All right, all right. Good morning. About 3 minutes here until we open up. Went ahead and marked out the obvious draw on liquidity here, which would be the high there at 113. Probably would kind of front run that somewhere around the 100. DJ, good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. Zoom in on price just a little bit. Just a little bit here. Not gonna lie, guys, I had to kind of force myself to get up this morning. I was sleeping so good. Sleeping very, very good. But we are here. Juker is awake. Good morning, Juker. So we got about a minute here. See what's going on. Anybody else live this morning? Or are we going to be listening to some music? Looks like it might be music. Music it is. Music it is. Maybe we'll check. Well, yeah, we'll just go with the music. Everything just popped off my screen. Darren, good morning. JX, good morning. Kind of expecting a push up this morning. We'll see if we get that or not. That's what we're expecting, though. Goodness, can we not get 5 ticks, 6 ticks this morning? Maybe not. Be careful. Try not to hand anything back we made yesterday. That's a good plan. That's a good plan. I can't even get 6 ticks over here. Oh. Finally. Finally got my 6 ticks. Finally. Full disclosure, I am long over here off stream. Got long at open there, looking for that 100 level. Expecting us to tap into that zone. I might just take it before then. Just lock in some profits. We'll see. See how price reacts to that 90. Alpine 2.0. Nah. We're not taking it that far, but I did figure I could get a few scalps in this morning. Sometimes it's easier that way. Figured we'd at least hit the 90 there. Juker's short on oil. Got to start looking at CL. I might start checking it out. Haven't done it yet, but we may start checking it out there. Might just take my long off at 90. We'll see here. Probably be leaving some on the table, but that's all right. Took half profit already. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Thank you very much. We do appreciate it. I think I'm going to take my long off at 90. Just lock in the profits. Not do anything crazy. I was going to target the whole number, but if it hits 90, we'll just take it off. Let's get some music going. Now, we don't want rain on the tin roof. That'll put us to sleep over here. We'll need that later on. We'll need that later on for sure. To get back to sleep. There we go, there we go. Hit my target there. Didn't want it to be a stressful session, so... So making $510 on this 150K account. So up $600. $600. Can't complain. Like I said, I think the obvious draw is probably up here at the 114s. Zoom out, that's the midnight high. Usually in London, it's a pretty easy read, right? You can see what side it's taken first, and you can kind of expect a draw up here, but I drew this zone out as kind of a front run target. But so this would be my front run target here, but ultimately I think we at least trade into that 114 area, I would think. So we may take another scalp or two. We may take another scalp or two. You can see this one, this account's still below 50K. I think it might be the lowest balance. Yes, that one's at $50,001. This one's 357, 533. So that's why I chose that account to trade this morning. What do you guys think? You guys think we're moving up this morning? What did we move down? We were in the 16,200s yesterday, weren't we? Or did we not make it there? For whatever reason, I was thinking we were at. No, I guess we didn't make it. We never made it to 200. 116.50 is the high from yesterday, huh? Look at that right there, how that played out. I didn't take that trade, but I marked that unmitigated zone. Look at that. Right back to that zone, bounce right off to 30. That's how strong those zones are. That's why I like this this strategy. So we have a low, we have a high. So if we can move back above the high, that would be a long there. JX thinks 120-ish is reasonable. I think so too. 116.50, 115 area. JX, are you short on oil too? Need to get these other connections connected. Not that I'm going to trade them, but I want to get that 1 minute chart pulled up. Took 5 ticks and out. Still waking up. Yeah, I'm with you. That's me. We took 6 ticks on this. I probably should take this little push up. Probably could take that little push up there. I wish these drawings transferred over to the other charts. You wouldn't be able to trade in the middle of the night. Need my rest. I'm the same way. I have to force myself, JX. It's hard sometimes. I'm not going to sugarcoat it or lie. It is hard to get up sometimes. That's why I've turned into an old man. I'm asleep at 9 o'clock. Last night, I'm going to say like 8:50. I was in the bed like cuddled up asleep already. If I don't go to bed that early, there's no way I'm getting up. Especially after sitting in front of the computer for 6.5 hours in the morning. Or, during the day. Especially after that. So if this moved below this low, this would be a short setup, right? Because you have a low, you have a high, and then you would retrace the low here. But I'm only interested in longs this morning. So even if it moves below that, I'm not going to take it. Oh, yeah, I don't plan on doing it forever. JX probably through the new year, and then we'll probably be back to that New York schedule only. We'll see, though. Maybe the occasional 1 to 2 London sessions a day. I like to bookend it, so I like to choose that Monday morning and that Thursday morning. So that's probably what we'll do once we kind of get to 1,000 subscribers there. 2 to 3 book in the week. So I don't think it affects my trading too much yet. We have seen an uptick in consistency, I've noticed. So not from the London session necessarily, but so right now I counted, we're trading 17 combines currently. We got most of them. These 2 of these are at the starting point, but these 3 or 4, these are all at around that $600 mark. And then this is our funded account. My funded futures were at $783. And all of our Topstep accounts are at the same $1,468. So we have 7 of those that we should be able to get across the line by the end of next week. Not going to say this week just because you never know this week. Just going to let's take what price gives us and move on. But by next Friday, we should be able to have 8 Topstep accounts funded. We already have 1, and then we're trading 7 other ones. So that's the goal anyway. And then obviously I'm going to sign up for quite a few more APEX accounts. So the idea is by the new year I want to have like 30 funded accounts. That's going to be the idea. Mine follows and then poof. All at once? No. I've done that, JX. I don't trust it to do all of them. That's why I break them up. I break them up into like 7 is kind of the most, right? I've had no problems with this, but that's the most I would go, 7. And then you got 4, and this one has 5. So I would probably hold it back to 7 at one time. So, oh yeah, JX, yeah. If you know, you know. I mean, it's London. Not too many people are watching, so it's fine. Yeah, these accounts obviously are not all mine. You can see they're Topstep C, Topstep A, Topstep S. So you can derive what that means on your own. These are mine. You can use your significant other, grown children, whatever you got to do there. Whatever you got to do there. I use a sim as a leader. Not sim. No, well, technically it's a sim. But no, I just use one of the accounts. I guess that shows the name there. I shouldn't be showing the name. But anyways, yeah, I use just one of the accounts, not a sim. I don't worry about it too much. So, yeah, Topstep steps into the chat. They could. They've been in my chat before, actually. It's kind of funny you say that. I think when I had about 50 subscribers, they came into the chat. They came into the chat when I had like 50 subscribers. So that's why I don't usually say anything about it. I mean, it's obvious if I scroll through here, but I don't think it's something that they're super concerned with. But if you know, you know. I do the same thing with APEX. I mean, I do the exact same thing. I mean, that's why you have a bank here, you have a bank here. So we don't just keep it to Topstep there. We do the same thing. And it's also why I've not been showing the Bulenox account number and stuff. It's on, that one is also kind of in the same situation. But it has the name on there, so I didn't realize the copy trader had the the name on there. I wouldn't have pulled it over. We'll keep that in mind from now on. Not big enough to be really that concerned with it, right? So, yeah, JX, I would never go 60, though. If I get 20 or 30, I'm going to be happy. Speaking of that, I kind of like the way Apex does it. Or not Apex. I kind of like the way Alpine does it. I hate that he blew those 2 accounts there on yesterday, but like he just kind of, I don't want to use the word gamble. Controlled, I don't know what you would call it. Controlled aggression. I guess that's what we'll call it. He gets those to the payout and then he takes, almost the max payout. Like yesterday took 8K. He's probably into those accounts for, maybe 1,000. So he makes 6 or 7K and he just moves on to the next set. Doesn't really, not that he didn't care if he blows them, but if he blows them, he blows them, right? He used that same aggressive 6-tick strategy there. Juker said Apex is maxed at 20 per household. IP. Sadly, he knows. You also know there's ways around that. Oh. No, you don't even need the neighbor's IP address. There's ways around that. Easy ways around that. But why do you need more than 20, though, really, to be honest? So, yeah, I think he took out 8K, he said. So he had 6. He blew 2, so I think he took it on 4. There you go, JX. You're on it. That's an easy way to do it, or a VPN. In a former life, I was a cable guy. I installed internet every single day. That was all I did. Internet only. For quite a long time. Man, this thing's proven me wrong here. I'm kind of glad I took my profit at 90. I was thinking we move up to that 100 zone, but this thing's saying, nope, we're going to continue lower. Kind of back to that zone. I mean, I consider this zone already mitigated. It hit the 30. I mean, are we going to move to here? Possibly 75. Maybe. Pretty much there. 70 next. 58. Glad I closed that long, I can tell you that. Yeah. Well, it depends on what kind of VPN you have. It's harder when your wife tried to withdraw, as we have the same last name. Yeah, that could be. I'm not in that situation on mine, but Cisco presentations. Oh, yeah, that stuff can make you fall asleep. I worked for Comcast for about 9 years. 8 years, 9 years. I was system supervisor there, so I just supervised 50 or 60 man-childs. I'm telling you, supervising men sometimes is way worse than supervising women. The complaints and it's unreal. Glad I got out of that, though. I had no downtime. Phone was on 24 hours a day. If the phone rang, I had to answer it. They had this stupid rule that you had 5 minutes to answer an email. So if someone sent you an email, you got 5 minutes to respond, or you can get written up. Like, what kind of crap is that? If I'm asleep, you think I'm going to wake up in 5 minutes for an email? No. So, going to move to a DPN. There's a lot of ways you can manipulate things. A lot of ways you can manipulate stuff. I'm going to try to get 20 accounts, though, on Apex. I'd like to get 20 funded accounts, but if we just try to take it right now, one bank at a time, I'm going to sign up for these. I'm going to have like 20 in waiting. I'm going to try to do like 4 to 5 at a time. Get 4 or 5 funded and then start working on the next ones. So ES just made new lows there. Nasdaq as well. Yeah, Juker's on Apex. We turned Juker into a Topstep guy, too. He couldn't resist that free account. That $1 account. How's that going, Juker, after you took that payout? Did you were you able to keep that account afloat, or did you let it go into the fire? Juker got him a payout there on Topstep. Believe that was last week. I'm waiting for us to get some sort of manipulation in the other direction. Expansion. Just not happening yet. Yeah, I'm considering trade day, but I haven't done it yet. Let's take a look at trade day, actually. You still have it? That's good. I don't even know what trade day cost. I've never had an account with them. I know you're limited to 1, I think. Do they have a sale? I think you can only make 5K, right? Yeah, Blue Sky also. Day trade only, permitted times, permitted products, end of day trailing drawdown. So how does it work with the withdrawals? Code get funded. How does it work with withdrawals on trade day? You can take withdrawal out first day. Okay, let's see. Blue sky, no limits to withdrawal. So they have a 10K tier, a 25K tier, a 50K tier. Profit target 1,500. 2 minis. Five minis on the 50K. $5K before you get put on live. So whenever you want, you get it the next day. And does it only leave what you leave in the account as your drawdown? Is that how that works? I'm going to have to pick one of these up. Just give it a go. Might do that. All right, now we're starting to push here, guys. I like it. Let's see. Let's check that 1 minute. I was kind of looking away there for a second. It's not like Topstep, so you can withdraw and it still leaves your drawdown. Look for a little pullback here. I might go in for a little 6-tick scalp. We'll see. Say we get a bounce right here. Failed one. I was going to take the other one off. $100. We're rich. Okay, but obviously, okay, that's not bad then. I think I'm going to go ahead and sign up for one of those. We could just go hard with that one, try to make that 2,500. Can you make it in 1 day? You can, right? Just use ridiculous size. Get it there in 1 day. All right, there would have got my 6-tick, but I missed this here on the 1 minute. Obviously, we didn't get. I mean, to me, now you got a little bit of a structure change. I guess technically you'd probably want it to trade through the 85s, then pull back, but. So I guess the next area would be kind of here, then maybe the 100, if you could get there. Right, let's see what we got here. High, low, high. I was just trying to see what kind of structure we got here. We got high, low. So if it moves back above this high, technically that would be a long. Yeah, we're on the 30 seconds. Oh, it's a 30% consistency rule. So you need 3 to 4 days to pass it. It's not bad, though, with the withdrawal requirements there. You're long both if we make new lows on EQ. Yeah, I think that the low's probably in. I think we make this run into 100s, but we thought that it'd open as well. So technically, let's see, we have a high, we have a low, and then a new high. So you would fib to there. I like the 30-second chart, JX. I'm using the 30-second. I got the 15-second pulled up here, up top. We got the 3-minute, the 5-minute, the 15-minute. We keep them all pulled up. So we're looking at everything. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, you know what to do. Help me out. It is 3 a.m. Eastern here in Georgia, the East Coast of the United States. So I am up early for you guys, trying to give you some form of entertainment or boredom, whichever way you look at it. I don't know which way it is. It's one or the other, right? Maybe we risk our profits. We risk our 100 for another 100 here. Let's get our stop loss in. Although, you know what? I was considering, and I didn't do it last night. I told you guys I was thinking about doing something different. The something different was taking these same setups and just looking for the 6-tick, off these setups, because you almost always get a reaction. You might not get 5 handles, but I'm pretty sure if I looked at this, you probably almost always get 6-tick. But it's kind of what I was thinking. JX 333, that's how much you made. Oh, no, we don't want 2. 1. I think I noticed that. So it seems okay where the stop is here. See if we get a reaction off this 30% line here. We just want it to make a new high, or at least on this swing leg. But come back and get us first. 2 ticks away from taking us there. Do see some sellers pulling in here on the WADA. Don't know if I love it. Oh, 3:34 a.m. Yeah. Exact. 3:35 now. There we go. We're tagged in. So let's clean this up now. I don't love the sellers that I'm seeing here. But whatever happens, happens. Need to see some buyers start popping in here, push this thing on up. This price action's moving kind of slow, which I guess is to be expected there a bit. Come on. Oh, my goodness. So this is a fixed 1-to-1 risk to reward here. We're just doing 5 handles. Risking 5 for 5 here. If you're just joining us, we are up $500 on another account. If you haven't already hit that like button for me, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We do appreciate it. Thank you to whoever subscribed there. Drop down in the chat. JX, we don't want it to go to 16K. It could go to 16K after it goes to 87. Then it can do it. But first, let's visit the 87. I want to just take it off. If I do that, it'll go straight to the target, though. Don't like how it's kind of failing to go higher here. The buyers are kind of trailing off in the WADA, but they're still there. They're trailing down just a little bit. Finally starting to see a little green there. It just teased me for a moment. One little small green bar popped up and disappeared. If it gets back to my entry, I might just take it off. It'll go then. I'm going to move my stop up to this swing. That's what we'll do. Yeah. And then sellers just popped in. It would have been stopped out right there. So you can see the writing on the wall there on that one. Let's try to reduce a little bit if we could. Yeah, it is slow. ES looks like it's wanting to run the lows again too. Might just be one of those mornings where, I'm trying to push the buys and it's just not. Might just be a sale morning. Obviously the trend's down, right? So if it can't go higher, it must go lower. Must go lower. The market tells you, even though my bias coming into the morning is bullish, it's telling us that it has an unwillingness to go higher. So on the 1 minute, I guess it did. If you're looking at this objectively, shift in structure. I did notice this, but I didn't want to move my stop. 1 minute fair value gap there. So stop really should be down there at the lows. But good morning. Stumbled on your early live stream. Cannot sleep. 1:38 New Mexico time. Yeah, I'm still going to be trading the New York there, Padilla. You are up late or early, however you want to look at it. I'm going to wait for this to kind of play out. If it starts to move back in this direction, we may take another scalp. Let's see if it respects this or not. Thank you for joining us there, Padilla. I know a guy named Padilla. I thought that's who you were the other day when you jumped into my live stream. A guy with the last name Padilla. He's from the Dominican. I don't know if that's where you're from. I guess you said you're from New Mexico, but that's at least where you live. So we want to see a reaction from this zone here. Let's kind of see what happens if it starts to push. I'm not thinking that it's going to respect this because the ES made new lows there. Nasdaq looking a little stronger, but the ES made new lows. That would lead me to believe this area probably won't be respected, but you just don't know, right? So they're getting a reaction off that zone so far. But it could just trade right through there. Like I said, it's shown kind of an unwillingness to go higher. And the fact that the ES is making new lows leads me to believe that this area down here will be taken. You can make an argument for both directions here, and when that's the case, you probably shouldn't take the trade. Let's wait till we get some confirmation. One direction or another. Like I said, if you're just joining us, we are up $510 on this account here. We did lock in a little profit there on that one. Went heavier on that one right at the open. Kind of took that long somewhere down here. Took it at 90. Took it off at 90. 10 points, 3 contracts. So ES hanging out at the lows. Nasdaq looking just a little bit stronger here, but probably anticipating it taking the 72s. Not a whole lot of buyers right now. They're trying to hold it up, but I think it's just trying to sucker in some longs here. So if you're not paying attention to the ES, this looks decent enough, but not to say it couldn't go. Sure it could go, but maybe push up to 83s. Sell back down. We'll see what happens. Oh. I switched charts. I forgot. It's trying to push. So touch the 83s there. See if it pulls back. Maybe a little bit more push here. Might just put in a lower high here. Sell down. We'll see if it does that or if it holds the area and continues higher. Let's kind of see what we get here. To get a nice reaction off that zone. I'm still not convinced it's going to go higher. Although the ES did bounce off the 57. It's looking kind of strong there. As I say, I'm not convinced it's going to go higher. I'm wanting to take a long. With no fear, it's all right. Slow like you would expect, but it's not horrible. I mean, we've got some movement. I kind of wanted to take that long there for a little push through the 63s, but I didn't. We're green, 510 on one account, 35 on this account. Nothing crazy, but green is green, right? If you can make money, then you're good to go. I'm still not super convinced it's going to go higher, but let's see what happens. I was bullish at the start of the day. I was expecting us to kind of visit that zone up there, and price is not showing a willingness to kind of go there. So the question is this just a pullback to continue higher, or do we sell back down? What's going on, Oracle? Oracle is up early as well. Early indeed. I want to believe in the long here. I want to believe in it, but I don't know. I want to believe in it. I just don't. I don't believe in it. It's going to prove me wrong, though. Everybody's up this morning, nice and early for the London. Dog had to pee. That dog would wait till the morning, Oracle. What kind of dog you got over there? I think about it. I guess there are people that take their dogs out during the night. Probably pretty common. If you got a big dog and he says he's got to pee, I guess you got to take him out, right? So I don't know. I wasn't a believer there, and now it's proving me wrong. Juker, did you get stopped out on the ES there? It don't look like you probably didn't get stopped out on the NAS. Akita, nice. I don't know how low you had your stop. I think you said at the lows. It's funny that the ES made a new low there. Nasdaq did not. Little divergence. SMC, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Dope Rec caught a 50 pip trade on gold on this leg down. 1K secured. Nice. I think Juker was short on gold also earlier. I don't know about, I think JX took a scalp. Both never made new lows. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to start taking a look at it, Dope Rec. Need to start watching it. Well, do we go for this swing high here? I mean, that's kind of what I'm thinking. I mean, I tried to take the same trade earlier. It got stopped out. Well, I manually stopped myself out because I knew it was going to hit my stop. If we trade back, if we do eclipse this high and we trade back to here, then it'll be decision time. 80% win rate. Oh, you're short in oil, not gold. That's right. I'm sorry. That's right. My mistake. It's early. Close enough, right? Oil, gold, same thing. Oil's gold. It's all money. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. If you're not yet subscribed, please help me out. So we did eclipse that swing just barely. Liquid gold. That's right. Your junk says long. Well, that's what I was thinking too, but of course I didn't put my order here. I was going to, but I didn't. I took this exact same trade on this leg, and it stopped me out. Black gold. Exactly. What was that show? Was it the Beverly Hillbillies or something like that? Oh, there we go. Without me. There we go. Without me. That's called hesitation. That's what that's called. Of course, it would just bounce and go when I'm not in it. When I'm in it, it's like, I think I'll just chop around, come down here, stop you out. But when you're not in it, it just goes. Beverly Hillbillies, Darren says. Yeah, that was it. That show used to come on reruns all the time when I was a kid. I don't think I've seen it on in quite some time. Liquid. Yeah, go for it. I like Quan Tower. It's easy to use. That was a beautiful bounce off the 84s. Yeah, it would have gave me the profit. $90 drama. Gotta love when you outline a trade and you don't take it. This one. This one. This one we took. Although in retrospect here. Wait, where was it? High. Yeah, it was right here. Did trade down to the 70 and never made a new low. So if I would have traded off the 50% line, that would have been a winner. Need to start looking at that. And I am on the 30-second chart, which is what I'm supposed to be doing off the 30-second chart. Got to remember that. Every time you take a trade on ES, you end up scratching my head wondering why I didn't take it on NQ instead. Yeah. That's why I don't mess with ES unless it's something that's clear. Just too slow for me, but I was trying to take trades on both. It's just too hard for me to watch both. I guess this thing could pull back into the 80, 81 area. Possible. Maybe this 50% line. Should I take a bounce off the 50? We'll try for a quick bounce off the 50 here. The 50% line if we can get this pullback to it. Although we are coming up on the top of the hour. NQ's your spirit animal. Yeah. I don't blame you there, Juker. NQ's definitely looking a bit stronger. Coming up on the top of the hour here. I don't know. Let's look and see what happens at that 403. There's some macro supposedly that turns on at 403, I've been told. We shall see. I'm not sure, but we'll find out. Kind of wanting to take one more entry. See if we can get 6 ticks here. Or dumpage. Just kind of watching the ES. ES definitely looking weaker. Nasdaq still looking like it wants to go. It's not doing so yet. Maybe we should have waited for the touch of the 50. Maybe. We'll see if this thing makes a run for the lows or if it tries to get back up into that 90 area. ES back to the lows here. Nasdaq still looking stronger. All right, there we go. Bit of a risky trade, but I was thinking we'd get one more pump, maybe into the 90. So I got back our few dollars we gave back there, aside from some commissions, you know. That was a nice wick for us. ES looking much weaker here. Don't love the look of the ES. See what happens here at 03. I'm curious if we run to the 90. It's kind of my expectation, but it's fun, Oracle. It's fun or depressing, one or the other. We're just in it for the scalps. In it for the scalps. We made some money, not a great deal, $600. If we're going to turn around and head higher, this is kind of the area I would expect it to happen in. We'll see what happens. If not, we might see the lows. It's just for entertainment, Oracle. Just in case you wake up in the middle of the night. It's just for you. I'm kidding, Oracle. That I will say though, I mean, like London typically has, you know, there's days obviously where it doesn't do anything, but I want to say at least 50% of the time you have decent moves in London. So we held that 3-minute gap there, and we're kind of pushing up. What expectation would be to take the 90. 50% of your profits made before New York open. Yeah, Juker. Sometimes I give money back during the London session, but not that often, to be honest. Not that often. I try to keep the risk relatively low. Maybe you should move to London. Give it a go. Give it a go. Seems like a reasonable thing. Do we make it to the 100s? It's kind of the zone I marked out before open there. Not for any reason other than it's just a whole number. Ultimately, I think maybe we trade to there. The high from yesterday. Overnight high 122.50. If price shows a willingness to go there. So far, not really. It's like a decent spot to try to get 6 ticks, but Padilla, going back to bed. All right, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the suggestion. If you don't mind the weather, then you're welcome. How's the weather there, DJ? I don't know. I've never been to London. Currently here in Georgia. What time? What does it look like? We've had pretty nice weather here in Georgia the last few days. I want to say it's been in the 60s for the highs. 60s Fahrenheit. Oh, it says it's raining right now. I had no idea. 53 degrees and raining. The high today is 67 Fahrenheit. So I got a nice reaction off that 3-minute gap, but price just not showing a willingness to go higher here. It's really rangy. No breakouts to be had. Maybe we break down here. Kind of back to that zone from earlier. Bounced off that golden zone there from yesterday. $64 possibly. It's 9 degrees here. Yeah, that's a little chilly. That's a little chilly. I used to hate those kind of mornings. You didn't get them a lot. Usually about 15 degrees is kind of the lowest here in Georgia, unless it was like a really, really cold day. But I worked outside. Tough sledding. Working outside in that kind of weather. ES revisiting the lows. Once again, Nasdaq looking stronger. Got a bit of a divergence there. And we can look here. Let me see the difference in the charts here. Look at this analysis, guys. So groundbreaking analysis. You didn't have to defrost the car? Why, was it in the garage? Because if it was outside, I would imagine you'd be defrosting it. Must have been in the garage. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We do have the link to the Discord down in the chat, or not in the chat, in the description as well if you guys are interested in joining. It's $9.99 a month. Got a lot of indicators in there. We're trying to, give you guys some value over just supporting the stream with a membership. Yeah, the Discord's a little more expensive, but there's hundreds of indicators in there. We loaded quite a bit yesterday. Still have a lot more to go. We'll fill it out a little bit each day. I'll take 15, 20 minutes and load different things in there each day. So snow, man. I haven't even thought about snow. So getting another reaction off that zone there. I would kind of like to take one more scalp, but I don't know if it's worth it. Might be best to wait for New York. Juker, you gotta go outside and play in that snow. Make a snow angel. A snow juker. A snow juker. you are interested in trading futures, still got 90% off Topstep, or no, not Topstep, 60% off Topstep, 90% off Bulenox and APEX. Links and coupon code down below. Let's see this thing. Oh, man. Don't eat the yellow snow. MACD's clear as day on London. PSAR. I've never used that PSAR. I need to look into that. You only walk to the car. Yeah, that'd probably be me if I lived in an area with snow. That would probably be me. I'm sure after, here in Georgia, we don't get it too often, so it's kind of like exciting to see. But if it's something that's there all the time, the excitement would be wore off pretty quickly. I was considering a scalp here long, but I don't want to take it here. I mean, I should have been taking it down in this area. That little pullback there would have been the spot to take it. Still could go, right? But that's what I was afraid of. Yeah, I used to use the tick chart oracle. I stopped using it because I don't know. I've been I'm open to trying everything. Obviously, I try different stuff all the time. But I've used the 2000 tick chart before. Sadly, your wife loves the cold. Well, Juker, she's not the boss. I mean, come on, let's be honest here. She's not the boss. Juker's the boss. You go in there right now and you tell her, I'm the boss. R.I.P. Juker. What's the date? November 21st, R.I.P. Juker. Nah, we know who the boss is. It's fine. It's fine. Getting slapped in the face. My girlfriend knows I'm the boss. Hold on, let's see how. Let's watch the phone. See if a text message comes through. May need to call EMS. I'm the boss. That's right. We'll see if she's watching. She might be. I don't know. Sometimes she does. We do have a 7.5-month-old, so sometimes he's up in the middle of the night. No message yet, so I think we're good. Told you I'm the boss. So we kind of bounced off this, it's kind of low to low trend line. I mean, realistically, it should really be up a little higher there, but that doesn't look as pretty. This does. This looks better. So if I was going to take a long, this would kind of be the area to do it. I don't know. I get the feeling this thing wants to just sell. Just doesn't have a willingness to go higher, so get the feeling it just wants to sell here. We shall see. Do we have the stones to press the long button here? I don't know. It's kind of watching the WADA here. ES already starting to push. Nasdaq not doing it yet. All right, we're going to try it, I guess. See if we get tagged in here. Did we get tagged in? I don't think we did. It went without us. It's all right. Looked good for a push, but we didn't get tagged in there. Not tagging us in might have been our sign. I like to hit the bid on these scalps. Might give you a one tick better feel, but it makes a pretty big difference on these scalps. All right, guys, I think that's going to wrap it up for me this morning. If you guys haven't already, hit that like button, subscribe. Figure we'll end at 420, Smoker's Paradise here. All right, there's 420 coming up. Hit the like button for me. Subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. We will be back live once again at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Time for the New York session. Appreciate you guys joining us this morning, and we will see you guys then. Thanks for watching. I cannot find the, where's the stop button? Where did the stop button go? Well, that's interesting. All right, guys. Appreciate you watching. Oh, wait. No problem, Dope Wreck.